Now we continue the championship with finals. The first fight is starting with women's category juniors 48 between Ibodulaeva Musharraf in red from Uzbekistan and in blue Syafitri Desiana from Indonesia. Prva borba finala počinje u ženskoj kategoriji juniora do 48 kg između Ibodulaeve Musharraf iz Uzbekistana u crvenoj kurtki i plava kurtka Syafitri Desiana iz Indoneža.
A quick shot on a single by Ibrahimova from Uzbekistan, and Sia Fitri from Indonesia effectively stopped that. Back to their feet. Attempting knee tap by Ibrahimova, turned into a double leg takedown. She does have Sia Fitri dragged to the ground, and now she's working an effective ground attack, going for that armbar. Quick transition, and we'll see how Sia Fitri does here as she was trying to avoid the ground. They have about a minute to work the submission before the referee will break it. They're also on the order of the out of bounds. If they go out of bounds, it will also be broken.
Please keep the proper distance and keep your masks on. Be care about your safety.
Continuing to fight for that armbar is Ibrahimova from Uzbekistan. Looks like it's effectively countered by Sia Fitri from Indonesia. We'll see. Time is about up for the minute, and they will be both brought to their feet. So though Sia Fitri appears to be trying to avoid the ground, the mat work with Ibrahimova, she did a very good job at defending those armbar attacks by Uzbek athlete. Getting ready to start this again as both athletes are to their feet, center of their mat. Immediately upon the grip, quick attack by Ibrahimova with a drop shoulder throw for a point. Very nice. She's up 2-0 now. And then Sia Fitri regained her feet, and Ibrahimova went right to a double leg takedown, dragging Sia Fitri to the mat, and then right to the transition, quick transition to the armbar attempt. Sia Fitri trying her best to defend this armbar. Again, that 1 minute clock is ticking for Ibrahimova to get this arm lock. Sia Fitri fighting hard, trying to position herself to get the arm through. And finally, excellent battle to maintain that arm and getting the submission within armbar. Very obvious throughout this fight that Ibrahimova wanted that armbar. She tried it several times. Sia Fitri did a good job battling it, but ended up losing in the end. So Ibrahimova from Uzbekistan is the gold medalist, and Sia Fitri from Indonesia is the silver medalist. Adlat Bukayev from Kyrgyzstan is a bronze medalist in this division. And Danilo Mavchin from Ukraine is also a bronze medalist in this division. Excellent match. Here you see again in day two the athletes and all the staff being required, coaches and everybody, to wear their masks. Because of this pandemic, the FIAS and the Serbian Sambo Federation are looking for the protection of all the athletes and staff in attendance. You'll also notice that the stands are unfilled with spectators also because of the pandemic. In this match, this final, we have the women's juniors 56 kilogram final. And we got Ekaterina Seibert from Russia in red, and Elena Kopeva from Belarus And they're getting ready to start. Both women sizing up to get their grip. And over the back grip, an attempted inside thigh throw by Seibert from Russia, effectively countered by Kopeva from Belarus. And the athletes are brought back to their feet. Again, that over the back grip, second time that Seibert from Russia is using it. And Kopeva from Belarus immediately dropped to her knees to try and defeat that over the back, that strong over the back grip. Some people call that a Georgian grip. And again, Seibert goes back to that grip. Obviously, it's her preferred grip, and attempted a back sacrifice throw, rolling throw, countered by Kopeva from Ukraine. Though Kopeva not attacking, just got a passivity call penalty from the referee. Let's see if this encourages her to become a little bit more offensive in her attacking. Kopeva drags, or Seibert drags Kopeva back to the ground, into the mat, and the referee's bringing them back to their feet. Seibert using a similar gripping chain at each restart. A very nice defense by Kopeva, who got the sleeve grips and went in for an inside leg trip, dragging Seibert to the ground. No point awarded. Seibert effectively countering it and gaining the top position. It looks like she's working for an armbar. Let's see how Kopeva does defending this. Seibert from Russia working very hard. Kopeva, nice turn to try and counter the armbar. See what kind of adjustment, nice adjustment made by Seibert to keep the position of the arm and try and extend the arm for the elbow pressure. As again, you see the clock is ticking as far as getting this submission and working it, the 1 minute clock. Seibert looks like she's got a little bit better extension there on the arm. Kopeva from Ukraine still not tapping, trying to work that arm toward her and that shoulder through. You can see the pain on her face. And Kopeva from Belarus effectively defended that. It was a very good attack on the arm for the armbar by Seibert. The referee giving a little bit of a warning to the Belarusian coach. And we're back in the middle of the mat. Again, Seibert attempting to go for that deep over the back grip, effectively countered by Kopeva from Belarus, who drug Seibert to the mat. And the referee blew the whistle, bringing the young ladies back to the middle of the mat. Seems like Kopeva from Belarus is now effectively predicting that over the back grip by Seibert and attacking immediately, grabbing that single leg as it was tried again. We have another passivity call against Kopeva from Belarus, giving 1 point to Seibert from Russia. Cyber definitely more aggressive with the gripping. Again, going for that over-the-top grip. Kapeva attempted to get the inside leg trip. Good. Ladies circling, we have Cyber had her back to the edge of the mat. Kapeva from Belarus did an attack to try and get her out of bounds. Let's see if the referee, no passivity call there. So Cyber maybe a little bit lucky there. And the young ladies are battling for grips again in the middle of the mat. Cyber goes, attempted a drop shoulder throw, pulled backwards by Kapeva from Belarus, and they went out of bounds, being brought back to their feet in the middle of the mat. Cyber with some good wrist control there, probably trying to free that arm to get over the top. We'll see. A little bit of a tie up there, and the referee is bringing both women back to the middle of the mat. "15 seconds here. Kapeva from Belarus needs a quick attack. Cyber, being smart, even without a strong grip, went in for an attack. Inside leg trip, countered by Kapeva. The women are back in the middle. Kapeva to a single leg, but from her knees, and time has run out. Very, very good match. Tactically very smart by Cyber. And so Cyber from Russia is the 2020 World Champion. Kapeva from Belarus is the 2020 silver medalist. And for the bronze medal in this division,
Valentina from Russia, and in blue, Balzik Victoria from Ukraine. Molimo takmičarke da se pripreme za sledeću borbu u juniorskoj kategoriji žena do 64 kg.
You had Antonina Koleva from Bulgaria and Ruslana Perakres from Ukraine. The next match is the women's junior 64 kilogram. In red, you have Valentina Ostapets from Russia. In blue, you have Victoria Balchik from Ukraine. We have a little break of my Russian counterpart commentator, Michael, who is now coaching in the coaching chair for Ostapets from Russia. Interesting to see him go from our seat to the coach's seat here, and the match begins. Both women fighting for that grip, but trying not to overexpose or overextend themselves. Ostapets a little more aggressive with the gripping. Ukrainian athlete, much more defensive. Both went to the mat, no throw given. And Ostapets is working, it looks like she's working for that arm from the top, attacking Ostapets, who's or Balchik, who's in the turtle. We have that 1 minute clock again that I talked about earlier for her to try and effectively get the arm bar. Now in an even stronger position to try and extend that arm. Getting her hips on that elbow. And very effective win there. Very strong attack on the arm bar by Ostapets. Once she got it, she was not giving it back up.
And the gold medal winner is Valentina. Valentina
from Russia. From Russia, Valentina Ostapets is the gold medalist. Again, that is the Russian commentator as her coach in her corner. And Victoria Balsik from Ukraine, getting the silver medal, battled very hard, and put on a good show, but could not get that arm free. The bronze medalists in that division for today will be Jelena Tasic from Serbia, from the country sponsoring this, so a nice medal for the home country. And Anna Maria Manasheva from Bulgaria. The next match is the juniors, 72 kilogram women. And from in the red will be Russia's athlete Ekaterina Mitareva. And in blue from Belarus will be Angelina Perskaya. We see in the Russian corner, again, Michael, my co-commentator from Russia, one of the national team coaches. And he's in the corner of Mitareva. We see the strong showing of Belarus, Ukraine, Russia in the junior and youth divisions. And here again we have Belarus against Russia in the final. Mitareva immediately upon a grip into a drop shoulder throw attempt, effectively countered by Belarus's Perskaya. Nice scramble on the ground. Perskaya being aggressive on top, trying to get that turn. She does get the turn, but a quick transition to an attempted armbar by Mitareva from Russia. Working through, trying to get that armbar. Effectively defended and brought to the feet. Both athletes now got a chance to feel each other, being very cautious, not trying to give up an advantage. And a nice drop shoulder throw attack by Mitareva for 4 points. Into a top position, again, working transition immediately to the arm. One of the great things about Sambo is the transitions, very aggressive. Working for that arm bar, got the extension, and wins with a very strong arm bar. Very nice. So the 2020 world champion in this division is Mitareva.
And the winner, gold medal winner, is in red, Mitareva Ekaterina from Russia.
And the silver medalist, of course, is Perskaya from Belarus. And the bronze medalist in this division, who had been awarded earlier, is Izakan Makhmadjanova, from Uzbekistan, and Valeria Zakharevich from Ukraine. Again, very nice performance there. The Russian athletes are aggressively in these finals attacking these arms and going for these arm bars.
Valeria from Belarus, and in blue, Solombitko Albina from Russia.
So the next is the 80-plus kilogram juniors women's championship. Valeria Khrushcheva from Belarus in red, and Albina Kolombitko from Russia is in blue. In this division, we should see a mix of technique and some good power as well. Congratulations. Young ladies coming and doing what's always done before each match, the good sportsmanship of a handshake. Here we go. See if we can see a combination of not only technique but power in this match. We had the out of bounds there. The women drug out of bounds and brought back to their feet by the referee. Rashova in red. Kolumbitko in blue. Rashova trying an arm wrap throw, arm wrap inner thigh throw, countered by Kolumbitko. Both ladies went out of bounds and being brought back to the middle of the mat by the referee. And you may not see quite as much movement here, but you're definitely seeing a lot more power here between these young ladies and some of the previous finals. Kolumbitko, nice counter there, dragging Rashova to the mat. No point given. Referee immediately bringing them back to their feet. Working at a grip. Rashova again does that arm wrap, attempting to do a body drop, countered effectively by Kolumbitko, who's now trying to turn Rashova on the mat. Both girls wrapped up in a little bit of a body lock and rolling out of bounds. Referee trying to keep this action going here, pushing these young ladies, keeping an exciting final. Over the top goes Krashova with a very strong grip, attempting an inner thigh throw, effectively countered by Kolumbitko. Athletes hit the mat, the referee again bringing them back to their feet, right to the middle. Working for that grip over the back with a nice strong grip and an attempted outside leg sweeping throw by Krashova, countered by Kolumbitko. Now trying to turn Krashova on the mat, effectively defend it. The athletes are brought back to their feet, and there will be a passivity call against Kolumbitko from Russia. Trying to encourage her to be a little more active offensively in this match. Krashova has been very aggressive, getting a strong grip and going for a throw almost immediately. Again, back to that arm wrap throw. She did roll Kolumbitko to her back, and she is on top, attempting to work for a hold down. And the referee is bringing them back to their feet. No point given there. I think it was pretty close. That arm wrap outside the leg sweeping throw. It was very close. Still 0-0 here. One passivity against Kolumbitko. Krashova again goes for the arm wrap inner thigh throw. She's liking that arm wrap grip, or what in judo would be like a makikomi, to attempt to topple Kolumbitko. This time she goes over the back with a strong back grip. And she does a nice counter inside leg trip to Kolumbitko's defense, and working through the legs into a hold down. in a strong side control hold down position. Kolumbitko kind of seems to be just riding out, trying to maybe save her energy and not really trying to escape the hold down. Krishova being smart after getting her 4 points, was working to transition the armbar, but the referee immediately breaking the young ladies and bringing them back to their feet. Little referee conference here. Giving a break in the action. These young ladies, I'm sure, are not very upset that there's a break. Giving them a chance to catch their air. Belarus on that inside leg trip was awarded 4 points. I'm not sure if that's what they're reviewing. But the referees are returning to the chair in the center of the mat. I guess we'll maybe see what this is about. Okay, just continuing action. So the 4 point stand, if that's what it was about, which is a very strong advantage for Krishova with just over a minute left. Again, going for the arm wrap inner thigh throw, effectively countered by Kolumbitko, who drags Krishova to the ground. Back to the middle of the mat here. See what happens. See if she goes for that arm wrap again. Trying to do an outside sweeping thigh throw, which was effectively countered by Kolumbitko, was Krishova. Again, going for that throw, countered by Kolumbitko. And sort of like almost a false attack, it looks like Krishova is going to be given a passivity call by the referee. We're even here. Bukova immediately upon gripping goes for an outside sweeping thigh throw, leg throw, and countered by Krishova. A little bit of confusion there. The ladies transitioned into a little bit of mat work and then stopped. And again, we're going to have another referees conference at the referee table. Let's see what the verdict is there. Still in the conference reviewing some video, and we have the chair and the mat referee returning to their stations. And another penalty against Krishova, awarding 1 point to Kolumbitko. Immediately upon the grip, both young ladies work aggressively to try and get a takedown, and both go out of bounds. Brought back to the middle of the mat. We got 12 seconds left. Kolumbitko needs something quick. She does drag Krishova down with a double leg to her belly, getting 1 point. She has 4 seconds to try and close that gap. be very hard. Krishova pushing her to the mat and winning the gold medal. Again, we saw some power there.
In women's category, juniors 80 plus is in red.
Khrushcheva from Belarus is the gold medalist. And Kolombitko from Russia is the silver medalist. The earlier bronze medalist was Sojin Tolier from France and Katerina Chofun from Ukraine. It's nice to see a Western European nation in here medaling today again. They also had a bronze medalist yesterday. So France, outside of the Eastern European, Central Asian arena, has at least 2 medals, I believe, now in the 2 days of this World Championship, which is a nice showing. I'm going to take a break for the medal ceremony.
And the awarding ceremony in the category of the women's juniors to 48 kilograms. We invite the athletes to come up on the podium. They will be awarded by Mr. Vladim Rogac, President of the Ukrainian Sambo Federation, and Mr. Angel Jimenez, Vice President.
Saw some very nice action in that first block. There's going to be 2 blocks of finals. The first block is over now, and we are having the award ceremony. Again, it's great to see these athletes getting their just reward from hard work in a very trying time with this pandemic, where the athletes are training often independently or separated, training with improvised training devices rather than partners, whether it's band work or work on throwing dummies. And it's very nice to see these athletes get their awards.
And the gold medal goes to Iboduleva Musharraf from Uzbekistan.
Fans very happy there with the Uzbekistan athlete getting a gold medal. And here we have a national anthem.
I would like to invite women juniors to 56 kilograms to step on the podium. And the gold medal goes to Tsivete Katarina from Russia. Please stand up for the national anthem of Russia. Now we invite Women's Juniors 264 kilograms category to step on the podium. Bronze medal goes to Manusheva Maria from Bulgaria. Bronze medal also goes to Dasic Jelena from Serbia. Silver medal goes to Bazik Victoria from Ukraine. And the gold medal goes to Ostapets Valentina from Russia. Now please stand up for the Russian national anthem. Now for the next awarding ceremony, I invite women's juniors to 72 kilograms category to step on the stage.
Let's go!
Bronze medal goes to Zakarevich Valeria from Ukraine. Bronze medal also goes to Muhammadagronova Azizakon from Uzbekistan. Silver medal goes to Priskaya Angelina from Belarus. And the gold medal goes to Mitareva Ekaterina from Russia. Now please stand up for the national anthem of Russia. Invite women's category juniors 80 plus kilograms to step on the podium. The bronze medal goes to Chobon Katerina from Ukraine. Also, bronze medal goes to Tulir Segolène from France. Silver medal goes to Cholombitko Albina from Russia. And the gold medal goes to Khrushcheva Valeria from Belarus. Now please stand up for the national anthem of Belarus. all women individual competitors to stay because there will be awarding ceremony for the teams. After the second block of the awarding ceremony for the individuals, it will be awarding ceremony for the teams. So we would like to ask the teams to please stay till the end. Thank you.
Now we continue the championship with final fight in men's categories. First finale fight is in men's category juniors 52. In red, from Russia, and in blue,
So we're back here for the second block of the finals on day 2 of the World Championships of Sambo in Novi Sad, Serbia. Our first match in the second block, this block will be all male athletes, is the male juniors 52 kilogram category. And we got Nursultan Sadokasov from Russia in red, and Bektas Nazarov in blue from Uzbekistan. Yeah, good sportsmanship with the handshake to start, and here we go. The athletes have a grip here. A little bit of circling. Sadokasov from Russia seems to be kind of leading the movement, though Nazarov from Uzbekistan attempted, it looked like, to maybe go to a back sacrifice for an armbar, effectively countered by the Russian athlete. Back to their feet and gripped up here. Let's see what happens. So the Russian athlete attempted to feint with a drop shoulder throw and then going for grabbed the single leg, effectively countered by Nazarov from Uzbekistan. No points and back to their feet. Gripped up here. Attempted inside trip, countered. The attempt was by the Uzbek athlete, countered by the Russian athlete. Both gentlemen to the mat, stalemated and back to their feet. Sadokasov from Russia attempting a couple attempts at the drop shoulder throws, countered by the Uzbek athlete. The Russian athlete went to go to a single leg, and the Uzbek athlete now climbing on his back on the mat, working for an arm. Let's see how it goes. And the referee bringing them to their feet. Nice transition there. Nazarov attempting to isolate that arm. A nice defense by the Russian to counter it. Attempted a variation of a fireman's carry by the Russian athlete, countered by Nazarov from Uzbekistan. And Nazarov from Uzbekistan given a passivity penalty, not being offensive enough, just playing defense. And the referee trying to encourage his activity. Both athletes clinched up and out of bounds as they were trying to position for a takedown. Nazarov from Uzbekistan attempted to go in for a knee tap. Effectively countered both athletes to the mat and stalemate it back to their feet. Strong grip here. Both of them a little bit neutral. Attempted drop shoulder throw by Sadakosov from Russia, countered by Nazarov from Uzbekistan, and are back to their feet. Sadakov from Russia seems to be trying to get Nazarov to follow him. Attempts to go for a sacrifice forward throw, counter by Sadakosov. And again, both into a stale position on the ground and brought back to their feet. Still 0-0 here, and much of the match already completed. Attempted drop shoulder throw again by Sadakosov from Russia, countered. Both athletes bounce back to their feet. Another attempted drop shoulder throw. Nazarov doing a good job of stopping the attacks. Doing a little less attacking himself, though. Sadakosov again goes for attack off the grip, attempting a back sacrifice throw, countered by Nazarov, and they're back to their feet. Sadakosov seems to like that back sacrifice throw, or actually would be more of a forward sacrifice throw, I should say. It's about the third or fourth time he's tried it. Nazarov not falling for the bait. And Nazarov with a strong double sleeve grip, and Sadakosov dropping to his knees, kind of in a false attack and getting rightfully penalized. But Sadakosov goes for a sacrifice throw, counter by Nazarov, who ended up on top and almost got the hold down. Nice counter by Nazarov there. Both athletes pushing the action a little with 30 seconds left. No scores, even penalties. Inside thigh throw tried by Nazarov. So far effectively countered by Sadakosov. Nazarov transitioning for an armbar. And a whistle by the referee to break the athletes and bring them back to their feet. Both athletes out of bounds with the attempted takedown there, and they did appear to be fully out of bounds. So no point awarded. Nice strong top grip by Sadakosov. And Uzbekistan pulling off the win. tough way to win, or tough way to lose for Sadakasov from Russia. Essentially a penalty each,
And the gold
0-0.
medal winner in men's category juniors 52 is in blue, Nazarov
So Bektas Nazarov from Uzbekistan is the gold medal winner. Nursultan Sadakasov from Russia is the silver medalist.
Now please prepare for the next final fight in men's category.
The 52 kilograms male bronze medalist was Shukayev from Kyrgyzstan and Mishin from Ukraine. So now we're on to the second final in the second block. Also another male match, the juniors, 62 kilogram. And in blue, or in red, I'm sorry, we have from Kyrgyzstan, Ula Shumkar Bakhtiar. In red, from Russia, we have Alexander Sheneshik. That's Kyrgyzstan in red and Russia in blue. And here we go. Athletes working for their grips. Oh, and a very nice attack, quick attack by Kyrgyzstan, attempting a nice knee tap. And effectively countered by the Russian athlete. But a good, strong first attack to get the action going. Again, the Kyrgyzstan Bakhtiar attempting a back row rolling sacrifice throw, countered by Pershenik from Russia. Bakhtiar very aggressive with his attacks. His third one attempted a drop shoulder throw, and Pershenik again countered that as well. Athletes are back to their feet, middle of the mat. A little dive tackle there by Bakhtiar from Kyrgyzstan, pretty easily countered by Pershenik. Regripped, and Bakhtiar right back to attempt a drop shoulder throw. And got the turtle and rolled Pershenik, or rolled over Pershenik into attempted arm bar. Pershenik lifted Bakhtiar, which is a way to have the referee break a submission. It was, but Pershenik getting a passivity call. He has not been attacking. It has been all Bakhtiar at this point with the attacks. See if this motivates the Russian athlete to start attacking himself. Nice attempt there. Pershenik getting an ankle pick while driving. Bakhtiar countered it and got to his belly. He's in a turtle though, and Pershenik went to his back. Looked like he was trying to loosen that arm up. Didn't get a good grip, and Bakhtiar slid out of the back door. And both athletes are back to their feet now. Cautiously, neither athlete trying to expose too much while working for the grips, keeping themselves balanced. Takedown attempt thwarted by Bakhtiar. Bakhtiar again going to the back of Pershenik from Russia. Looked like he was trying to work in for an armbar, but he slid off, and Pershenik ended up on top, but no hold down. Both athletes back to their feet. Here we go again. Definitely the more offensive fighter in this match has been Bakhtiar from Kyrgyzstan. Pershenik showing very good defense though. both against the submission attempts and the takedown attempts. There we go. Attempted a drop shoulder throw by Bakhtiar, countered with a back sacrifice by Prashenik, getting the Russian athlete 2 points. Very nice action there and counter by the Russian. Little knee tap fake by Bakhtiar. Nothing gained by it. And back to the knee tap by Prashenik from Russia, getting Bakhtiar to the ground and immediately transitioning to an armbar attempt. In there pretty nice, trying to get the roll, keeping that pressure on the arm. And that 1 minute clock that we've talked about earlier is going. Very nice, a nice transition into the armbar attempt by the Russian athlete. Eventually countered by Bakhtiar. And Bakhtiar used the stand-up to get the attempt broken. And there we have flow from an inside leg trip attempt by the Bakhtiar from Kyrgyzstan, countered by Prashenko, who went into an attempt to fireman's. So you see a lot of action here. These guys really cycling through and transitioning. Sort of attempted a sacrifice by Prashenik. I'm not quite sure what he was going for. But Bakhtiar immediately transitioned to an armbar attempt. Working hard, leg over the top, and Prashenik stands up. Back to our feet, here we go. Attempted drop, body drop by Bakhtiar, countered by the Russian athlete. A little bit of a scramble, and the action was broken. And here we have a medical timeout, and maybe a little bit of blood here. Again, with this pandemic, as you saw yesterday and again today now, they are very cautious about body fluid contact with the athletes, working to keep the health, protect the athletes from infection. And we're back for the restart. The Russian athlete looks fine, no wear. Attempted drop shoulder throw by Bakhtiar from Kyrgyzstan immediately. And a countered effectively by a high crotch single by the Russian, and a drag down for 1 point. 3-0 right now, the Russian athlete over Kyrgyzstan. So though Bakhtiar from Kyrgyzstan has been more aggressive, he's behind here. So a very tactical match used by the Russian athlete. Attempted a fireman's here by Prashenik, I'm sorry, from Russia. But not enough time. Prashenik from Russia, Alexander, is the gold medalist, 2020 world champion. And Ulu Shamkor Bakhtiar from Kyrgyzstan is the silver medalist. Dmitry Krylu from Belarus is a bronze medalist in this division. And Gennaro
74.
from Romania is also a bronze medalist.
Yanushuli Nurbek from Kazakhstan.
So the next match we have is the junior male 74 kilogram division with Nurbek Kwanyashuli from Kazakhstan in red and Kodayor Broyamov in blue from Uzbekistan. Kazakhstan in red, Uzbekistan in blue for our next final, 74 kilogram junior. As you see, and we saw yesterday, a lot of these countries in the finals are countries that have a long Sambo tradition. Thus, they have a great youth, cadet, and juniors programs, which lead into very strong seniors athletes. The rest of the world is working to catch up, and many of the countries are doing a good job. As you've seen from the West, we've seen at least 2 medals from France who are making a strong showing. Here we go. Both athletes battling for the grips here. You did see a little bit of a high crotch single attempted, easily countered. Both athletes trying to get that grip. Grip so crucial to truly help dominate the body position and the leverage points to get the body moving for the throw or takedown. Here you see again, they're battling for the grips, the sleeve grip here. Kyrgyzstan with a strong grip on the sleeve. Uzbekistan trying to either break that grip or get a circle around and recontrol with his own wrist. And an attempted double sleeve drop shoulder throw by Abroyamov from Uzbekistan, countered by the Kazakh athlete. Strong gripping, very nice sleeve work by both of these athletes actually. Again, a lot of this battle right at the sleeve level. Double sleeves here, a little circling. Somebody trying to get that advantage. And attempted double sleeve drop shoulder throw by the Uzbek athlete, easily countered by the Kazakh athlete. The athletes have broken their grips and both starting neutral and free, try and get that advantage. Not a very strong drop shoulder throw attempt by Kyanishuli from Kazakhstan. And the athletes went out of bounds, brought back to the middle. And we're going to have a passivity call, it looks like, against the Kazakh athlete. Maybe not. Yes, yeah, I was right. We did have passivity call. Not awarded, but enacted against the Kazakh athlete. Back to the double sleeve. Both these athletes, again, battling for double sleeves. Little foot sweep feints / attacks by both athletes. Neither one really in trouble. Kwanishuli attempted the inside thigh throw, effectively countered by Broyamov from Uzbekistan. And Broyamov now has a passivity call, playing a little bit too much defense. Referee definitely trying to incentivize these athletes to get more aggressive with their attacks and takedowns. Back to that double sleeve. Both athletes battling back and forth with these sleeves. There's a little battle there, going to the ground. Effectively neutralized here. Again, nice attempt at a drop shoulder throw by Kwanishvili from Kazakhstan to the out of bounds. So both athletes brought to the middle. No points given. 0-0 here, no score, 1 minute left. Both these athletes are very evenly matched, using similar styles on each other. A lot of double sleeve from both of them, as we are there again. These little foot feints, trying to open a door, maybe to get that double sleeve shoulder throw in. Ibrahimov has drug Kwanishvili to his belly. And the referee bringing them both back up to their feet. 30 seconds left, no score, penalty each. See what happens. Very evenly matched, very similar styles. Into attempted drop shoulder throw by Uzbek athlete, countered by the cut. Oh, nice attack there. So Kwanishvili bounces right into a counter with a knee grab, driving Ibrahimov to his back, or not to his back actually, but to the ground. And Kwanishvili has 1 point now. He got a point out of that with 7 seconds left. 1-0, penalty each. Ibrahimov from Uzbekistan really needs to get lucky and get a quick takedown of some sort, as we know the Kazakh athlete's going to be backing away. And we got a gold medal for Kwanishvili from Kazakhstan over Ibrahimov from Uzbekistan.
And the gold medal winner.
Very nice match, actually. Tactical, similar styles, but Kwanishvili from Kazakhstan is the winner. The bronze medalist, Shakibekov from Kyrgyzstan.
For the next fight, please prepare in men's juniors 90 kg
from Ukraine earlier in the day.
And Serchuk Stanislav from Ukraine.
We're up for our next match here, our next final. It's male juniors, 90 kilogram. In red, we got Timirlan Taktabalatov from Kyrgyzstan. And in blue, we have Stanislav Serchuk from Ukraine. Apologize if I'm slaughtering anyone's name. Not being a native speaker of Central Asia or Ukraine or Russia, I'm doing my best. This weight, hope to see a good mix of power and technique. 90 kilograms, should be some strong athletes. Maybe a nice middle ground between strength and speed, as well as technique. Starting off with the sportsmanship and a good handshake, and here we go. Kyrgyzstan versus Ukraine. Taktabalatov and Serchuk. Both working in for the grips. A little higher stance by the Ukraine athlete, a little more bent over wrestler-esque stance by the Kyrgyz athlete. Kyrgyz athlete attempts to look like a drop shoulder throw. Easily countered by Serchuk from Ukraine. Back to their feet they are. In these finals, you can really see the athletes trying to get their grips, but not exposed to not much. Open doors, but not leave doors open. An attempted drop shoulder throw by Serchuk from Ukraine, effectively countered by Taktabalatov from Kyrgyzstan, and the athletes go out of bounds, and we're going to come back to the middle. So far, not a lot of mat work by either of these athletes. Both athletes looking to get that grip, keeping exposure low. No real advantage being gained by either male athlete right now. An attempted arm wrap, drop shoulder, right? It wouldn't be shoulder throw, but a body wrap by Serchuk, countered by Taktabalatov. Out of bounds, and the athletes are back to the middle. Still 0-0, no penalties. No passivities. Into the grips here. Moving. Circling. They are near the edge of the mat. Attempted drop shoulder throw by the Kyrgyz athlete. Nice arm wrap. Attempted drop. Forward throw by the Ukrainian athlete. Effectively countered by Taktabalatov from Kyrgyzstan. A little bit of a uniform adjustment as they're brought back to the middle of the mat. Very tight. Oh. So we have a passivity given to Taktabalatov from Kyrgyzstan. Referee trying to motivate a little more aggressive, a little more offensive work. Both of these athletes are being very cautious, not trying to expose themselves. Not as much offense as maybe in a couple of the other finals we've seen today. Now you see the aggression coming in a little bit. That's nice. Attempted takedown by the Kyrgyz fighter, countered by Serchuk from Ukraine. Fans wanted a point there. No points given. I think that was a pretty good call. Still 0-0. Minute and a half to go, a little more. Attempted body drop by the Kyrgyz fighter, countered by Serchuk from Ukraine, who immediately transitions into this armbar attempt. Looks in pretty good on the arm. We'll see. The minute clock is started. They're giving them that time to try and work for that armbar. So far, Taktabalatov is doing a good job countering this armbar. Ukrainian athlete getting that leg, maybe trying to roll him over his head to get a little more leverage on the arm. But Taktabalatov not allowing the roll so far. Let's see what happens. strong attack, but a strong defense. So far, Taktabaltov is not allowing himself to be rolled over to give that extra leverage on the armbar to Sarachuk. And the time has run out for the attempt on the submission on the armbar. And the referee is bringing the athletes to the middle of the mat. Still 0-0. Kyrgyz athlete has one passivity penalty. No penalties for Sarachuk. 20 seconds left, so Dr. Balatov needs to get in there and get something going. Sarachuk can't play too defensive here, that's for sure. Either up, attempted drop shoulder throw, and the clock runs out. Sarachuk from the Ukraine is the 2020 world champion. No points scored. That one passivity penalty is what has given the championship to Sarachuk from Ukraine.
And the gold medal
and Taktabaltov from Kyrgyzstan gets the silver medal. I'm sorry.
Pobednik je osvajač zlatne medalje, plava kurtka, Seričuk Stanislav, Ukrajina.
The bronze medals went to Bersman from Belarus and Burtakov from Uzbekistan. And we're going to be moving into our final of the juniors at this time. There will be finals later tonight at 6 p.m. with adult athletes, seniors. So in this final, we have the junior male, 100+ kilogram, the big guys, over 220 pounds for you Americans. From Russia, we have Magomed Sadokhanov, and in blue from Croatia, we have Timo Valim Gobek. Croatia in the first final in this this 2020 World Championship against Russia, who's had multiple finalists. Nice to see another country outside of the regulars we've been seeing. And maybe a good sign that Croatia also has a strong youth and junior program going on, and cadet program. And here we go for this final of the afternoon. Sadokhanov from Russia has the first strong grip, a big back grip into a nice hip throw for 2 points. The Croat is turtle, but a nice turnover attempt by the Russian athlete. He's now in the turtle, and the Croatian athlete is on the top, working the turtle to get through to a potential armbar attack. Nicely countered by Sadokhanov from Russia, who's worked through to a hold down position. Nice transitions here by both of these big guys. But Sadokhanov winning that transition battle into a strong hold down. A lot of weight to have on your chest here for Gobek from Croatia to try and escape. We'll see if Sadokhanov from Russia tries to transition to armbar. He is. It looks like he is. Neutralized and defended well by Gobek from Croatia, and both athletes brought back to their feet. But with the takedown points and the 4 points from the hold down, it's 6-0. The Russian athlete over the Croatian. Croatian's going to have to maybe give a little less care about defense and have to go a lot more offensive. But Sadokhanov is not playing defensive, even with the big lead. Into a snap down to 1 point, 7-0. Looks like Sadokhanov He's just going for in for a big dive tackle, gets the 1 point very aggressively, and gets the win 8-0.
And the gold medal winner in men's category juniors 100.
So Sadokhanov from Russia is the 2020 world champion, 100 plus kilo juniors. And Gobek from Croatia is the silver medalist. What was nice about that is Sadokhanov, even with the big lead, just went for it, pushed it to get the victory. Didn't play it safe. The bronze medalists were from Belarus,
After the awarding ceremony for
which is
individuals in men's
Natak
category, we will continue with
and
team awarding. So you have
Smirnov
all the teams
from
to
Ukraine.
stay.
So some excellent sambo here between these athletes
Now we ask the
and these
competitors
junior
in men's
male and
category
female athletes today
to come up
on
to
the second
podium.
day of the World Championships of Sambo in Novi Sad, Serbia. You see no fans in the stands. Again, that's because of the pandemic, sadly. But you see these athletes getting there a great chance thanks to the hard work between Serbian National Sambo Federation and FIAS to salvage a world championship for these athletes, even with this pandemic. So good work, and talk to you later at 6 p.m. for the next round of finals.
Silver medal goes to Sadukasa from Russia. And the gold medal goes to Nazarov Bertosh from Uzbekistan. Now please stand up for the national anthem of Uzbekistan.
Now we invite the competitors from men's category junior 62 to come up to the podium. Bronze medal goes to Vietnariu Ion Alexandri from Romania. Bronze medal also goes to Krilo Dimitri from Belarus. Silver medal goes to Bakhtiar Ulu Shohar from Kyrgyzstan. And the gold medal goes to Shenishnik Alexander from Russia. Now please stand up for the national anthem of Russia.
invite males category junior 74 kilograms to step on the podium. Bronze medal goes to Staniloka Maxim from Ukraine. Bronze medal also goes to Zakimbeko Attila from Kyrgyzstan. Silver medal goes to Ibrahim Yudor from Uzbekistan. And the gold medal goes to Kenshuri Gorbet from Kazakhstan. Now please stand up for the national anthem of Kazakhstan. kilogram to step on the podium. Bronze medal goes to Orlikov Yavolidin from Uzbekistan. Bronze medal also goes to Vesma Nikita from Belarus. Silver medal goes to Toktobolotov Timurlan from Kyrgyzstan. And the gold medal goes to Serichuk Stanislav from Ukraine. Now please stand up for the national anthem of Ukraine. Male juniors category 200 kilograms plus to step on this platform. Bronze medal goes to Smirnov Denis from Ukraine. Bronze medal also goes to Inhatov Anton from Belarus. Silver medal goes to Govec Imovili from Croatia. And the gold medal goes to Saidulkhanov Magomedevi from Russia. Now please stand up for the national anthem of Russia. awarding ceremony, and now we are going to continue with awarding team ceremony. In women's juniors category, we invite to come to the podium. On third place is team from Belarus. And now we are continuing with team awarding ceremony. With women's category, in women's category, juniors, on third place is Belarus team. With 5 wins in total. On the second place is team from Ukraine with total 10 wins. And on the first place is team from Russian Federation with 10 wins. Now please stand up for the national anthem of Russia. And now we continue the team awarding ceremony with men's junior category. Third place goes to Uzbekistan. Second place goes to Ukraine. And the first place goes to team from Russian Federation.
up for the national anthem of Russia. To thank all the competitors, referees, volunteers, and everyone who took a part in organizing this event. Thank you for keeping the proper distance, your masks on, taking care of yourself and others.